Kidd Kraddick in the morning.
The Showbiz Top 5.
Hey, this is Kellie Rasberry with your Showbiz Top 5 for Tuesday. It's June the 2nd, and happy birthday to my very dear friend, Tara. Now, Michael Jackson reportedly is in love with a woman, and she doesn't exactly return the same affection. Now, reportedly, Michael went to see that Cirque du Soleil show called Ka in Las Vegas and noticed one acrobat. She's 30-year-old Noriko Takahashi, and he really dug her. So he went backstage. You know, he's still Michael Jackson. He still can get the backstage hookup. Met her, flirted with her. She really wasn't that interested. He came back to the show like a dozen times just to go backstage and meet her, see her perform. Kind of freaked her out a little bit, especially when he offered her this huge sum of money for a private performance. She said thanks, but no thanks. And now he's trying to talk her into going to London to perform when he does that series of comeback concerts. And she's still saying, you know what, dude, you're too oogie for that. No, thank you. Now, Drew Barrymore tried going back to Justin Long just for a hot minute. You know, the Mac guy on those commercials, the cute little guy there. So they were dating for a while, broke up, tried getting back together, just didn't quite work out. So now she has moved on to Adrian Grenier from Entourage. That sounds like a perfect hookup. Now, Mel Gibson built his own church on his property in, Agoura Hills, California. Now, this past Sunday, according to people in the congregation, he got up and gave them holy heck. He is sick of everybody gossiping about him around the world, much less people in his own church. So in front of two priests and this visiting bishop, I think they said, he got up and was like, don't be talking about me and my pregnant Russian mistress. You don't be talking about my business and scrutinizing me. I don't deserve that. Looked everybody in the eye and threatened to shut the church down if the gossip doesn't start. Selena Gomez had this very brief little romance with Taylor Lautner, who's the werewolf from the Twilight movies. Both of them were in Vancouver for a few weeks filming separate projects, and they kind of hooked up. Went to a few little romantic coffee dates and dinner dates together. A lot of times her mother would be there with them. It's young, innocent love. Well, Taylor has dumped her butt in a hot minute. Did not even show up for what was supposed to be their last date together. So he broke her heart pretty hard, we hear. But the word is that Taylor's dad and also the movie studio behind Twilight didn't want the two of them to be photographed together. They think his star is about to rise and he's really going to be featured in the next Twilight movie. And they want to give the impression to all those young teenage girls out there that he is very much available, and now he is. Finally, just when you thought it was all over, you remember Miley Cyrus and her dad pitching a little fit. They didn't want to come back and do Hannah Montana again. Well, they're wrapping up season 3 this week, and they've just announced there is going to be a season 4. They'll start filming that in early 2010. But the producers of the show and Miley, they want to kind of take it in a different direction. She'll still be Hannah Montana, but she just doesn't want to do it from the same location. She wants to maybe move locations, bring in some new storylines, new characters. Now, we know her dad's going to be in the clear. He has nothing to worry about. He's the father of the star of the show. Duh. But the other kids in the show, their future really up in the air. Mitchell Musso and Emily Osment might be looking for new jobs come early 2010. And that's your Showbiz Top 5.